All right, welcome to the full follow-along version of the hip mobility and activation 90-90 six-part hip sequence. So we'll start off in our 90-90. Let's do just our check-ins, range of motion, check, see how the hips are moving. Kind of just take mental note of how they're feeling. Seeing if you can get the knees to touch the floor on both sides. Let's see how that feels. Breathing here, nice and upright. If that's going well, see if you can do that without. And again, take mental note with how they're moving, if your body's shifting, what you're feeling. A little meditation on the muscle and the movement. All right, so each part, 6 parts on each side. I'm gonna go 30 seconds, 10-second kind of rest transition times. Not gonna feel much of a rest. It's gonna be a lot of work. So with that transition time, will be about 4 minutes each side. So plan on about the next 8 minutes, putting some good effort into your hips. First one, I got my left shin in front, my right knee back, get about 90-90 bend in both. A few inches of separation between your foot and your knee. You can play with that, you can close the gap, that'll make it a little bit easier. A little bit further back, I don't want you to be too far back. No more than, I would say, 6 inches tops, okay? So our hands are gonna go off the sides of our thigh. I'm gonna start my timer up, here we go. 30 seconds, we're trying to lift our hip, our pelvis off the ground, keep our spine straight. You can play around with hand position here and try to lean down a little bit further. We're trying to go for a stretch in the back hip here, the outside of our glute. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth like a soft sigh. Long exhale to try to kick on your core to help your body stabilize. Good, and come down. Next one, we're coming into the back hip. So we are going to rotate our trunk. Make sure your femur, your thigh bone is in line with your hip socket. Turn as far back as you can. Trying to utilize pushing your knee and your foot down through the floor. Don't let this knee come up too much. Try to keep it down. Keep trying to turn while pressing this knee through the floor. If you want to try to test yourself, you can try to remove your hands or keep them back down if that was feeling too pinchy. Good. And the next one we're doing is we're coming the opposite way. So big oblique stretch through a 90-90 position. I'm extending my arms out. I'm reaching nice and long. You can come down to the forearms. The breath here is key. Let's take about 3 deep breaths. Big breath in through the nose. Expand your ribs. Expand your back. Exhale through the mouth. Long exhale, engage the deep abs on the end of the exhale. Big breath in, expand the ribs. Let us sink a little deeper. Exhale. Engage the abs at the end of the exhale. Good, out of time on that one. So there's 3. Now we have the hovers on the back. So we're gonna lift that back foot up and hold. If that's too easy, try to remove. Look, no hands. Too tough, you can use one. You can come all the way down. So this one's very scalable depending on where you're at. You're trying to lift that up as high as you can. Working the hips, breathing into your diaphragm. So this one feels like an eternity for the last one. Like, I could have gone a little bit longer there, so feel free to modify that. Take a little rest. You could always, again, come back to this one, do it a little bit longer. These next 2 are gonna feel like a long 30 seconds. We had the lift off, now we have the knee hover. So parallel shin, knee and foot. Again, utilize this to make it a little, modify, make it easier. Try to come up and hold. Really working, unlocking some new range of strength in our hips. Still got 10 seconds here, I know. Time is a weird thing. Sometimes it flies by, sometimes it lasts forever. Hold. Whew, good, we got 1 more. Just taking a little bit of rest, a little bit of movement, shake it out. So now we have the full hover and legs straight out. I'm gonna start from kind of the ground up here, utilizing both hands for moral support. And I'm straightening that leg out. Maybe I can come up to a hand, see where you're at, see if you got it. Hold. Wherever you're at, you're holding. If your leg's shaking, that's a good thing. Retraining your nervous system, unlocking some new strengths and abilities. Mobility equals more ability. Mobility. 2, 1. Ooh, baby. Whoosh. Good. Let's shake that out. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Timer's still going, so I'm moving kind of quick. Okay, first one. Hands to your side or in front of the shin. Nice inline spine, leaning forward, coming up. We're pressing our foot and our knee through the ground here. Breathing. I'm gonna lean a little bit further on this one. I'm gonna keep my hip up, again modify with your hand position, but try to stay in that hold. Nice, coming down. Back hip, you gotta make sure that femur and thigh bone is in line with your hip. Rotate. Far back as you can, trying to push your knee and your foot, especially the knee, through the floor there. Nice and upright, head over spine, all the things. If you got that, it's amazing how much motion I lost when I took my hand support away. See if I can get that back. A little pinchy, so I'm coming off of it. Woo, nice job. And my favorite one is our big 90-90 oblique stretch. Coming all the way down. I can hang here for a couple minutes. And you might even want to too after this is up. If I was to repeat one and do it longer, it'd be this guy. Breathing is key on this one. Big inhale. When you inhale, feel those ribs expand. Try to get 3 seconds at least air coming in. Long exhale. Sink a little deeper. Whoosh. Come up out of there. And we got the hovers, all the sucky ones. Best for last. Foot is coming up into our hover. See if you can see what you got. Try to breathe through this one. This hip needs it, so I'm really gonna push myself. It's the left hip. Weaker side, tighter side. Tighter doesn't always mean stronger. Tighter can mean weaker. Breathe in here, and you come down if you need to. We got a few seconds left. Hold, lift it up a little higher. Nice, come down. Need a recovery for that one. We have the shin and foot hover. So foot up first, then the knee. Try to get them parallel and hold. Still breathing, sending in air all the way down to the diaphragm, into the pelvis. See if you got that hold. This knee is gonna wanna creep forward. Your hip flexor is gonna wanna help out. Keep bringing it back. Remember, femur in line with the hip socket. This one's super tough. Hold. Embrace the quiver. Nice. One more. Create some new hips. New hips for Christmas. Hover. Extend. See how I started off here? I'm already fatigued. Make sure your toes aren't rotating up. Something I didn't say on the other side, but they'll want to. Hip flexor always wants to take over and cheat. Keep it in line. Keep it rotated down. I'm gonna try to push myself a little bit more on this. We only got 10 seconds left. Can do anything for 7 seconds. Hold. Oh yeah, legs shaking. Woo, baby. Come on down. And I'm gonna retest. I'm gonna go really slow to start because I just need a little more recovery. But I can already tell I am dropping this knee down and sinking into it a lot further. And no hands. Yep. Cool. I tend to shift less when I'm really tight. You ever notice you do these, your butt might start shifting everywhere? But now I kind of feel a little more rooted in place. All right, that is your Hip Fix 90-90 6-part sequence. We'll see you next time. keep moving.